Very good morning, students. Class 10, chemistry, last topic, chapter. We will discuss about the one is that no carbon chemical. After this, after that, first let's start. Actually, both are the first year students. Hard work here. What okay, students. So here we start with the once again. So students, before discussing the topic, we will discuss first of all about the that what are the detergents. Actually, student, detergents are sodium salt. They are both the sodium or potassium. They may be sodium or may be potassium. But students, detergents are sodium salt of long chain benzene sulfonic acid, and that was the long chain of fatty acid. Here in place of fatty acid, we have taken benzene sulfonic acid or long chain of alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Alkyl hydrogen sulfate. So what are the detergents, students? Detergents are sodium salt of long chain of benzene sulfonic acid. Benzene sulfonic acid or long chain of alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Students, one example is there. Formula of one of the detergent is CH3, then single bond CH2 11 time, means this is the chain. First we start with the CH3, then CH2, 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 CH2. It goes, keep on going up to 11 molecules of CH2. So CH3, single bond, CH2, 11 times, then students C6H4, C6H4, then single bond SO3 minus and Na plus. So this SO3 minus Na plus, here this is the ionic part of the detergent. So like the soap, detergent has also got two parts. One is that hydrocarbon part and second one is the ionic part. You can say that one is the non-ionic part and one is the ionic part. Here ionic part is SO3 negative and then Na. SO3 here negative, this is your means cation and anion here. So students, this is ionic part. Okay students, if you talk about the name, what is the name? Name is little bit hard. Its name is sodium para dodecycle benzene sulfate. Sodium para, this para and ortho and meta, these positions, it is found in cyclic, these your aromatic compounds you can say, or cyclic compounds you can say. When you will go in 11th class, you will see, you will study about this. Okay, so in 10th class you learn only name. So name is sodium para dodecycle benzene sulfonate. And now students, regarding the cleansing action. So cleansing action, how it is used for the cleaning the clothes, this we will be discussing with the cleansing action of soaps and detergents. So cleansing actions are so same only, but the difference is there that soaps are only applicable for the soft water, and here it is applicable for the both the water, hard water as well as soft water. Understood? So now students, question arises that what are hard water? हार्ड वाटर, हार्ड वाटर क्या है? ये स्टूडेंट्स, हार्ड वाटर क्या होता है? आपका जो वाटर है वो हार्ड क्यों होता है? एक्चुअली स्टूडेंट्स, इन हार्ड वाटर देयर इज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ क्लोराइड एंड सल्फेट ऑफ कैल्शियम एंड मैग्नीशियम. You can say that the water is hard due to presence of presence of chlorides and sulfate of calcium and magnesium, or due to presence of calcium ions and magnesium ions. These ions, when soap is applied, then in soap, students, especially if you take the example of sodium stearate, actually this is soap. So this sodium stearate, here Na plus part is there, that Na part is replaced either by calcium ion or magnesium. When it is replaced by calcium ion, then it forms calcium stearate, and when it is replaced by magnesium ion, then it is magnesium stearate. And this magnesium stearate and calcium stearate, they makes, you can say that scum. Scum is in the form of precipitate that doesn't dissolve in water. It remains on the clothes, and it affect the cleaning action of the clothes. So that's why hard water, in hard water your soaps are not applicable. So students, it was about the hard water. And if you talk about the soft water, so in soft water, there is no presence of calcium or magnesium ions. So students, first I have told about the hard water and the soft water. So what is the difference between hard water and soft water? In the hard water, calcium ion and magnesium ions are present, whereas in the soft water, there is no calcium ion and no magnesium ions. Okay, students. After that, students, we will see micelle. Micelle. Micelles. What are micelles? Because about the micelles we will be talking. So before starting, you should know, you must know about the micelles. What are the micelles? Actually, students, you know, when soaps are, when soaps are dissolved, when soaps are dissolved in water, then water makes colloidal solution. Colloidal solution. When soaps are dissolved in water, then water makes a colloidal solution with the soaps, in which the ionic part, I told you already, being hydrophilic, means water loving, water loving, it comes outward from the center and hydrocarbon part, being hydrophobic, means water repellent, moves towards the centers, towards the center. In this way, some spherical clusters are formed. Spherical clusters are formed together with each soap molecule. So the cluster of So these clusters are known as micelles, known as micelles. Like this, suppose that this is one container of water. In this, we have taken water here. This is the actually soap solution. In this soap solution, this is the micelles. Micelles. So students, I have told about the micelles, and now we will see the cleansing action of soap. Cleansing action of soap. First, see like this container is there. In this container, here suppose that this is your dirt, grease, or oil. And students, when soap solution will applied, soap solution will applied, then the soap molecules, hydrocarbon part, they will tend towards the center like this way, like this way. This is your ionic part. This is your ionic part, students. So this is spherical sea. All these are micelles. So students, just you see the diagram. In this diagram, when the clothes that you want to clean, जो कपड़ा जो आपको क्लीन करना है, where some dust particle, grease particles and oil particles are deposited over that. So that clothes we have to put in the soap solution. So students, here we have taken the soap solution, means when the soap is dissolved in the water, or you can say that when soap is applied on the clothes. Then students, I told that a soap molecule, it has got a long part of hydrocarbon, and this is your ionic part, students. I told you that ionic part is water loving part. Water loving part means it dissolves in water, and always it tends to move towards the water only, whereas the long hydrocarbon part, if you can say this is the tail of the soft molecules. It is water repellent part, means it remains away from the water. It remains away from the waters. So that's why it is hydrophobic part. It is हाइड्रोफोबिक. स्टूडेंट्स, जो पानी से डरता है उसको क्या डिजीज होती है? हाइड्रोफोबिया. तो ये लॉन्ग हाइड्रोकार्बन है, ये पानी से डरता है, इसलिए इसको हम बोलते हैं हाइड्रोफोबिक पार्ट. आयोनिक पार्ट वाटर से लव करता है, तो ये क्या हो गया? ये वाटर क्या हो गया? वाटर लविंग पार्ट. हाइड्रोफिलिक पार्ट, इसको हम बोलते हैं हाइड्रोफिलिक पार्ट. तो ए सोप मॉलिक्यूल हैज गॉट टू पार्ट्स. One part is the long hydrocarbon and other is the ionic part. Ionic part is act as the hydrophilic part, and this hydrocarbon, long chain of hydrocarbon, that act as the hydrophobic part. Okay students, so here hydrophilic part and hydrophobic part, two parts we have got. Okay students, so now you see students, so when the clothes having dirt, grease or oil, it put into the soap solution. So in the soap molecules, that long hydrocarbon, they move towards the oil or grease. It means this long hydrocarbon part, they stick with the grease, dirt and oil, and this ionic part, they are water loving part. It means they will dissolve in water. And students, when your clothes is agitated means if you do like this, if you rinse like the clothes, if you apply soap like this way, then what happens? This your long hydrocarbon, it stick with the dirt, grease or oil, and when the cloth is agitated, then it takes away, it separates the grease, oil or dust particle, and after that it get dissolved. ये students घुल जाता है in water, and your water becomes now dirty, like that black in color, and clothes get cleaned properly. और आपके जो क्लोथ्स है वो प्रॉपरली क्लीन अप हो जाते हैं. तो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज द क्लींजिंग एक्शन ऑफ सोप. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन इन एग्जामिनेशन, स्पेशली दिस क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड. एंड स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट आर मिसेल्स? तो दिस क्वेश्चन इज आल्सो आस्क्ड. तो व्हाट आर द मिसेल्स? मिसेल्स एक्चुअली व्हेन द सोप्स molecules, when the soaps are dissolved in water, then it makes a colloidal solution. In that colloidal solution, some clusters are formed. These clusters are spherical in shape, that I have told you in the last examples, and that group of the clusters, they are known as the micelles. So this is the micelle formation. So students, if your water is soft, then there will be no problem. You can clean the clothes properly with the soap. But students, this soap has got some limitations. इस सोप की कुछ लिमिटेशंस होती है स्टूडेंट्स. अब ये लिमिटेशंस क्या होती है, दैट वी विल सी. So now students, cleansing action of the soap completed. Soap molecules I have told, micelle formation I have told, and now scum formation. Or you can say that first of all, limitations of soap. This question also generally asked in exam. Limitations of soap. Students, as I told you, that soaps are only applicable in soft water. They are not applicable in hard water because of the presence of calcium and magnesium ion. In the hard water, calcium ion and magnesium ions are present. They form insoluble precipitate that is known as the scum. So this is the scum formation, and when this excessive scum formation is formed, then a lot of water is wasted for removing that scum. So students, I told you like that. First of all, I am taking that formula for this your soap. I told you like that. If you see that soap formula, C17H35. Okay, students, and this your COO minus this your Na plus. So this is the, it is known as sodium stearate. Okay, students, it is one kind of soap, and when it reacts with the some calcium ion which are present in the hard water, then students, these calcium ion will be replaced by your sodium ion will be replaced by calcium ion, and here we will have C17H35 C17H35 COO negative, and then this your calcium. Here valency of this, you know, it is 2. So this is what? This is calcium stearate. This is calcium stearate. This is insoluble. Precipitate, insoluble precipitate, or you can say this is one kind of scum. When water is washed, when this scum is formed over the clothes, then we have to waste a lot of water to remove that scum. So it is the limitation of a soap. And now students, last topic of this chapter, difference between soaps and detergents. So I told you students that soaps are sodium or potassium salt of fatty acid, long chain fatty acid, whereas detergents are salts, sodium salt are sodium salt of benzene sulfonic acid. So this is the first difference. Second, they are applicable suitable especially in soft water, whereas detergents are suitable applicable for both soft and hard water. And students, third, soaps are biodegradable, whereas detergents are non-biodegradable. And students, fourth, this year they have got a C minus minus Na plus. They miss herein they have got a COO minus Na, or they have got your this SO4 negative, और ये है positive, और SO3 negative, positive. So these four differences are for this. So students, it was the difference between soaps and detergents. Now each and everything of this chapter is it, and from the next day we will start your new chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.